Scott Munt.
And I'm Angie Cupper.
And we are
Hugsleep.
We're a husband and wife team from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and today we are seeking $150,000 in exchange for 10% of our company.
Sharks, like so many people out there, we've got a real problem in the bedroom. Between his sleepwalking and my restless legs, there's a whole lot of action and not enough sleep.
So that's why we invented Sleep Pod.
First of its kind sleep solution designed to simulate the feeling of being hugged or cuddled.
Sleep Pod uses a specialized 4-way stretch material that wraps around your entire body.
Oh, wow.
As this fabric stretches, it wants to compress, providing a gentle, calming pressure.
It's essentially an adult swaddle.
But Sleep Pod is so much more than that. It's made from a breathable material that doesn't trap heat. It's lightweight, so it's easy to travel with, and best of all, it's machine washable.
And my favorite part is your significant other can't steal your covers.
But in all seriousness, Sharks, we spend a third of our lives sleeping, yet so many of us struggle to get a good night's rest.
With Hugsleep, we can bring some magic back into the bedroom and get people sleeping like babies again.
So Sharks, who wants to jump in bed with us? So I know 2020 has been a little bit of a stressful year, to say the least, and it looks like all of you guys could really use a good hug right now. We'd ask Robert, and we'd love to have you come up here and test out Sleep Pod.
To hug you?
No, to try this
There you go, yeah.
Sleep Pod.
Unless you really want to hug.
Yeah, right. This is right, Mark. Mark. Of course, they would cut the Mark shaking his head. They like, oh, why would he even think that that's a thing that they would want, especially during COVID? That's anyway. With the other things I like, what I'd like to get is for you to comment down below, like Vish New here said, great video. Your kid is really cute. I wish you and your family great success and health. And I appreciate that. We had Ava here on the last, I think it was last week or the week before, do her first Shark Tank pitch with me. It was a lot of fun. She's 5 and we did the surprise cake video. So go and check that out. Get subscribed so you don't miss another Biz Coach Reacts video either. And I got some more things coming down the pike, including interviews with more sharks. So let's see. Let's see if he's going to try to go for a hug here.
You're going to stay seated for this, but go ahead and scooch back and swing your legs over onto the bed. Go ahead and get comfortable.
You may want to go back.
Yes.
We don't advise to do
Yes,
that.
because we don't want you to fall.
Oh, it feels great.
Now put your arms in it, right?
So you actually want to lay down before you do that, because I would hate to see you fall.
I'm an advanced sleeper.
There you go. You can lay down.
Wow, it's
Wow.
It's actually really soothing.
Yeah, so we're going to tell you about that. That's the newest addition. A lot of people like to sleep with one foot out for temperature regulation.
Oh.
So that is a pocket, so you can if you want, but if you choose not to.
Roberting again there. That's always good to see. I like the 1 foot out thing because it's nice to be able to have some cold air sweep into it and cool down that pocket. I know, like with blankets, I'll sleep with like the blankets half on me or half off, depending on your perspective. But yeah, no, I think this is a great idea. I'm curious to see what their costs are and what the price that they're selling it for. And stick around to the end because we're gonna check out their website and check it out on Amazon and see what kind of reviews they got. Oh, jeez, Robert.
See what we have to deal with? Oh my God!
This.
Hey.
His nose is bleeding.
I hate you.
You're doing everything we advise against. So.
Okay, let's talk about
This is not a great start to the pitch here.
acceptance in the market.
Are we going to talk about Rob's sitting there bleeding? We're going to talk about
Eric, get a lawyer.
Uh,
Before I bled to death,
Yeah.
it was very comfortable.
Good.
Okay, so guys, sales.
So it's been about 16 months or so since we started selling. Lifetime sales to date are about 490,000. So in the
Yeah.
last 12 months or so, we've done 335,000 in top line sales. On that, we grossed about 215, and our net on that is about 140.
Where were you
140.
selling?
Okay.
Yeah, so we sell direct to consumer through our website
Not
as
bad.
well as Amazon.
And what do you sell them for online, and what does it cost you to make landed?
It typically sells for $99.99. And
Wow.
each sleep pod costs us on average about $22.50 to make. But as we continue to scale, we can get that down to about 18
So
bucks.
I just put it on.
Wow.
It's warm. It's very silky soft feeling.
Very snuggly.
Very stretchy.
Absolutely. So I think it'd be really helpful if we took a step back and kind of explained how this came to be. So a few years ago.
Well, all right. Before he gets to that, the $22.50 is very expensive for effectively what is a blanket. Hopefully, he didn't say what they think they can get it down to. Hopefully, somebody will ask, or maybe it got cut. But yeah, if they could get that down. to like 1150 landed, that would be first off, that would be awesome for them. But at $100 is a bit steep. I mean, with that said, if it lasts, I mean, look, people bought into the Snuggie, right? So if it lasts, $100 isn't the end of the world. I could see getting one and trying it out, but I don't know. $100 is kind of steep to try something out and see if I like it. So let's see what this background here is.
I heard about weighted blankets like the rest of the world. I ended up buying one of these weighted blankets and I tried it on and I loved it. That initial pressure really brought on this sense of calm. But I went to sleep later that night and very quickly I ran to the all too common list of complaints associated with weighted blankets. One, they trap heat like crazy and they just overheat. Next, they're very difficult to wash. You can't just take a 30-pound weighted blanket and throw it in your washing machine. The washing machine would probably explode, right? I'm a mechanical engineer who's been able to work at some pretty cool companies, so I'm no stranger to creating solutions to problems. Like, okay, maybe you don't use weight to create pressure, but you use compression. And this way, it wraps around your entire body and really, truly simulates a feeling of being hugged.
And Angie, what's your background?
So I'm a therapist. I have a master's degree in community psychology. I specialize in the treatment of anxiety disorders for kids and adolescents. Oh, wow. So I knew more than a lot of people how important sleep is, not just for our physical health, but our mental health too. So when he told me this idea, I was already aware of deep touch pressure therapy, not only for things like autism, which is what it was originally designed for, but for anxiety disorders, for post-traumatic stress disorders. Deep touch pressure therapy is basically gentle but firm pressure applied to the body that triggers that relaxation in the body.
Okay, the question is here, how much time and energy do you have to spend explaining the merits of the product to acquire the customer?
So our cost of acquisition has been phenomenal.
What is it?
$11.50 blended.
Wow.
And that's for the last 6 months. And this is scalable.
Primarily on Facebook?
Yeah, so we're running PPC campaigns on Facebook and Instagram.
What did you do last month? What did you do last month?
So last month was our highest revenue month ever. We did $50,000 last month.
And were you profitable?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so how much did you make in profits?
So our net profit is usually about 41% of our top line sales. So it was about $22,000.
Good for you. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That is great to hear. Like I said, if they could get that cost down a little bit closer to like $11, all of a sudden, like you're spending like $22, $23, maybe $25 with your cost of acquisition, and you're selling it for $100. I mean, if that includes free shipping, which I guess we'll find out, that's killing it. Like, bravo, great job. I'm curious if any of the Sharks will actually be interested in making this happen. I mean, this could potentially be a great knockout of the park with Lori if she's on board with the idea. I mean, it looks like she kept it on. Robert clearly has kept it on him. So they must be thinking. They're thinking something.
And we did bootstrap this company with $2,500.
Yeah.
That's all you put in.
That is all we put in, and we were profitable within the first week or two of selling.
I hope everybody at home is hearing that.
Yeah, I'm going to pause that real quick. So a lot of times people think like, oh, I need to get lots of money. I need to get shark money. I need to get investor money. I need to be able to spend $100,000. Like, they created a product. Now, with that said, they both obviously have backgrounds that lend themselves to helping with the development of said product and marketing of said product. But you can learn so much. I mean, as an entrepreneur, like you're on YouTube right now. Like, you can watch and learn anything, almost anything, by going onto YouTube. And if you want to learn marketing, if you want to learn sales, if you want, all that, like, you're in the right place right here. Like, actually, if you want to learn more sales, click that link below, go to superjoepardo.com/rocket and get my Super Sales Rocket PDF guide. It's totally free. Just go and drop your email address in over at superjoepardo.com/rocket and get 5 proven methods that I use when I work one-on-one with business owners and entrepreneurs to grow their sales. So, this is great. I actually kind of want to try one out for myself. The more I'm hearing the story, I'm happy to hear that they are profitable. And even though, neither of them apparently had entrepreneurship backgrounds, they're making it happen, and they're not giving away all of their profits in the process.
What are you going to use $150,000 for?
So demand has been crazy. And we really need
Product.
inventory.
I get it. So I like it. I want to offer you $150,000 for 20%.
Well, thank you for that offer.
Thank you.
Would you like to say yes?
So I don't want to drop valuation that much.
You can counter.
What's your counter, Matt? I'm intrigued also because of one
Kevin,
thing.
why don't you let him answer? He was about to say something. It may make it better for
Maybe
you.
my offer will just make Damon's evaporate. That's why you don't have to worry about
Maybe we could just
Kevin.
make you evaporate.
No, I just look at it and say that you know your customer acquisition cost. I would just like to pour more money onto that very model. The value I would add here is to drive that acquisition cost down. I'll do the deal at 15%.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you for the offer.
Are you going to accept it?
Wait a minute.
Come on. Like, this is like, oh, thank you for the offer. Are you gonna accept it? Are you ready to accept? If you know, when they act like that, it almost seems like they know that this is a great deal. They know that there's profit there to be made, and they know that it's not costing that much to make the sale happen. I would love to go through and see what their marketing materials look like for their Facebook ads, and check that out. Speaking of which, if Matt or Angie, if you want to come join me here on the Super Joe Pardo show, please shoot me up, hit me up down below in the comments, and we'll get you on for an interview to talk about your Shark Tank experience.
An offer.
Whoa.
My offer would be $150,000, also for the 15%.
Okay, that pretty much sets the floor then.
Well, and I guess there's something I want to make sure I put out there. There are a lot of people suffering from anxiety, sleeplessness. We're not getting a lot of hugs. And so this really is something that hugs you back, even if you are alone. I personally really benefit from the sleep pod. Because one of my best memories from childhood was being tucked in by my mom every night. The reason I went into psychology is I lost my mom to suicide when I was 17. And through all of that pain, I found a passion for helping other people and can help so many people. I love helping kids. I'm dedicated to helping kids. But there are adults out there who need help too. And this product can fit so many people and so many needs. And so I want to make sure that we make a deal with somebody who's just as passionate about this as we are.
You know, I love it, guys. And I've got people in my household and my family that have sensory issues. So that's why it's very close to me. And so I'll make you an offer. I'll give you a choice. I'm going to give you two offers. One will be just what you asked for, $150,000 for 10%. And the one I prefer is $300,000 for 20%. So that way we're closer partners. That I think we could really run
I'll give
with
you the
it.
same offer and the same choices.
Wait a minute. I'll match the same offer.
Jeez, man, that is some tough decision making that's about to come down the pike here. You know, wanting to work with somebody who gets it, right, and understands that. I mean, that is a horrible story, and my heart goes out to Angie and anybody else who's had to deal with you know, in the wake of losing a loved one. But I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised that the story and the passion there was enough to get everybody to drop all at once. That is an incredible feat. And I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, basically, this is what it comes down to. Who do they want to work with? And you know, who do they think they're going to get the most out of? Maybe they could get some people to team up together and go in and give up a little more stake, but it doesn't sound like they're really that ready to do that.
You get 5 offers. I don't know how often that happens.
Very often. Very few.
And look, there's only one person up here who actually bled for you guys. Right? Here's my offer. $300,000 for 20%. That's my offer.
Wow.
Guys, this is extraordinary on Shark
It
Tank.
is.
What do you guys want to do?
I don't even know.
Well, I think we certainly understand the value that all you sharks bring. And, you know, if any of you guys would be willing to kind of come together, I think that's just
Lord.
going to continue to explode this company.
Yeah.
But Laura
Come
and I
on.
will do it together. The 300 for 20.
Well, I think if you guys are teaming up and kicking us to the curb, Kevin, Damon, will you come in? Because I think 3 sharks is better than 2.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
think so.
All right.
I'll come,
Ding,
in,
ding.
I'll come in with Kevin and
Yeah,
Robert.
yeah,
and do a
3
big-
Let's
sharks.
go.
3
Sharks,
sharks.
300,000 for 20%.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Oh my gosh.
3's better than 2.
I mean, if I was in that position, I think I still would probably go for Mark and Lori. I mean, between the two of them, the digital sales and QVC and you know, maybe get you into Bed Bath and Beyond and stuff like, I think I would still have to go for 3 is better than 2 in a lot of cases. This case, I don't think is I don't see it. I think it makes more sense to go with Lori and Mark there.
This is a good problem to have.
Very good problem to have.
What do you want to do? I know we came in initially targeting Mark and Lori.
So then do it.
If you guys want to do a deal at 20% for 300, you got yourself a deal.
Done.
Woo! We're gonna go to their website in a minute here.
I'm not going to sleep at night now.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So happy for them.
That was pretty incredible.
You're gonna make me
2020's been
cry.
a scary time, and I think Sleep Pod's gonna help a lot of people.
The little bit that we can do to just help people to feel safe and secure and less anxious. And I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you. That was incredible.
Aww.
Oh man.
That's so awesome. Seriously gonna make me cry. So, oh wow, it's on sale right now for $89.99. The Sleep Pod Move, Sleep Pod's patented design, uses gentle compression. Got 4.9 stars out of 77 reviews. That's awesome. They got different sizes. They're showing. I mean, I love seeing faces and use cases. It's just always a plus. Always a plus. They got the Sleep Pod Classic down for $79.99. So they must have gotten their cost down since being on Shark Tank, working with Mark and Lori. It's just Robert being Robert. Let's see. So I'm kind of curious as to what the difference between the Move and the Classic is, but I think I might actually I think I might do it. I think I might pull the trigger on this. Let's head over to Amazon real quick. They got the Move for $79.99 here on Amazon for the extra large. And if we go down, 674 reviews, almost 4 stars, 3.9 stars. Let's go check out the 1 stars. What do people have to say? So disappointed. I received the Sleep Pod. It's literally worthless. Due to my build and weight, I was worried even large would be too small. As an upper body, as I'm on the upper end of the recommended size for it. Boy, was I wrong. It's like a tent. It feels like ill-fitting, stretched out socks. Just ginormous. There's no pressure or weight. So I mean that's a shame. But I would say like maybe they should exchange it for a smaller size. I don't know. 113 people found it useful. I mean, again, as I say in most of these videos, I'd like to see the companies respond to these negative reviews, kind of like how I respond to my negative comments, and just letting other people know that, hey, like we're being responsive and all that. But with all that said, 55% got 5-star. Like that's ding ding. I'm very, very awesome. Should be very proud. To hear that. For $110, I get an improvement to my 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Nightly sleep feels noticeable compared to sleeping a $250 plus solution. I mean, these are some hefty, lengthy reviews here that they got. So, sleep is so important. It's so critical for everybody to get better sleep, get more sleep. I know I don't get enough sleep. A lot of times I'm finding myself only getting about 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and it's definitely not enough most nights. So, having kids kind of weighs in on that, but anything I could do to move the needle to make it a little bit better would be awesome. And let's just check out their Instagram real quick. 8,200 followers. Ding ding. Only following 6 people. Let's see, who are the 6 people? Kevin O'Leary, Barbara Corcoran, Robert Hirschbeck, Mark Cuban Lori, and Shark Tank ABC. Cool. It's very cool. So well, it looks like they don't have many posts. They are killing it, and they haven't done much with it. 22 weeks ago. Maybe everything they're doing is on Facebook. I didn't go. Let's see if I can do Facebook Hugsleep home. Okay, 4,500 people like the page, but the last time they posted was in November 2020. Huh. So, just showing excitement. We are humbled by the overwhelming amount of interest. We're doing everything we can to respond to all orders and questions. Each is made here in the United States. Now that explains a lot. I don't know that they mentioned that. Maybe they did mention it and I missed it, but that is pretty crazy. So a lot of engagement here. So yeah, great job. And again, Angie, Matt, if either of you or both of you want to come on here to the Super Joe Pardo show and have an interview, please just hit me up in the comments below, and we will certainly be able to make that happen. Love to have you both on here and talk about your Shark Tank experience and your entrepreneurship journey. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video in the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. It does help the channel. Get subscribed so you don't miss any of those videos coming down the pike. I got a lot more planned for the channel as I get caught up here and recording these reaction videos out ahead of time so I can do some more news-related topics and more current event kind of things here as well as some more interviews and more product reviews.